Okay. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف خلق الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم طب القلوب ونور القلوب والدواء أما بعد أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. Brothers, may Allah accept our prayers and forgive us our sins. I think the message today is about the season that is approaching within this particular calendar of the year 2020 December, which will be falling on 24th and 25th, a season where people have taken it to be a celebration season, which is the Christmas is approaching. And when this season comes, it has become normal. Muslims and Christians now are doing it together. They don't differentiate between the two. They think that is all. It's just all is religion of Islam, all is religion, and they take it for granted, which is very, very serious. Because this particular season, which people have taken it and celebrating, those who are Christians, they believe in that. And then we Muslims also, we have our belief, which is negating this particular system. And if we want to follow the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, then this is not the behavior or the season that we have to celebrate. Muslims have got 2 seasons to celebrate in a year, Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. We have no any celebration apart from this. So brothers, in terms of religious belief, this issue of Christmas is something that is going in contrary with the teachings of the prophets, and the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ being the seal of the prophets. They are telling us that Jesus was born and crucified, and they are celebrating. And our Quranic injunction tells us that وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ. Allah said that he has not been crucified. And the Christians, they are taking it on that perspective. So when you take the Quran, which Allah tells us in the Surah Al-Baqarah, the first beginning, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. This is a book which there is no doubt in it. It is a guidance for those who believe. So if you are a Muslim and you are celebrating Christmas, then you are also doing something which is what negating the basis of your faith. So brothers, Allah is telling us, وَمَا أَتَاكُمُ الرَّسُولُ فَخُذُوهُ. What the Prophet has brought to you, you have to hold it. You have to take it seriously. Do not add anything to it. Because adding something to Islam, it means that you have diluted it. It's no more pure. What is pure with reward is what the Prophet has been given, and he has said to you, follow. So brothers, I think we know this, but it's a season where we cannot keep quiet and say, oh, because we know about Christmas in our system, some are practicing, some are not practicing. But it's an issue now. The youth have become victims of what? The big picture of Christmas. A lot of celebration, dancing, and eating, and so many festivities. And young people want to go outing and enjoy those kind of things. This kind of joy will drag somebody deep into the mud. So the best is what? We don't celebrate those things. And we have to what? Advise each other so that we will abstain or distance ourselves from all this kind of behavior. Else, our children in the future will end up celebrating Christmas in their houses, bringing in Christmas tree in their houses, taking it that, oh, it's nothing, it's normal. Because now we have got in the Muslim world, or the so-called Muslim countries in the world now, when it is Christmas, the alcohol is consumed completely. Who are drinking it? All alcohol that has been imported in the Muslim countries, the alcohol is all finished, is drunk. And we say the population of Muslims is what? Is the greater number, which tells that the country is an Islamic country. But when there is Christmas, all the alcohol in that country, at the end of the day, it is sold out. Who are those people who are drinking it? Because of the what? The loopholes that has been allowed to exist and made it easier for the youth to not being able to know exactly what their religion is. So they engage in certain activities and feel that no, this is nothing. It's nothing to your concept or your understanding. But if you say it's nothing and it's something serious, because tahsabuhu hayyinan wa indallahi azim, you think that is something that is nothing, but in God's presence is something very, very great, very, very dangerous to your faith. So brothers, we are now being hunted down by this modern world that we are living, the so-called modern world we are living. Our children, ourselves, we need to talk to each other candidly with respect to what the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This religion is the way of life. And a way of life is what the Prophet came to fulfill. Bu'istu likay utimmal muqaramal Islam. Ay muqaramal insan. I was sent so that I will complete the best of what? Mankind. The best of mankind is what? The life of mankind. What will be good for the mankind? So brothers, in this context, we should be very, very careful. Islam has become something like people have taken it for granted. Islam is not something should be taken for granted. It's the capital that has been granted to you for business. If you misappropriate it, you have no business. So long as you have the capital at hand, you always try that you either get addition, but not what? Deficit. You get something that add value to the what? To the capital. Not something that will what? Will bring down even the capital to what? A minus. Islam is a gift. فَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيُؤْمِنْ وَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيَكْفُرْ. Islam has given us the choice. He who wants to be what? To believe, to believe. And he who wants to disbelieve, to disbelieve. So brothers, but the point is, this is on the open, in the open level playing field. But when you come to the camp of Islam, at that time, if you do something, we will not tell you if you want to be what? Disbelieve, or what you want to what? Believe. No, we have to talk to you. Talking to you in Islam means an-nasiha, an admonishment, advice. We need to advise each other. If somebody is doing the wrong thing, we talk to him in an appropriate way so that we can win his mind. within the contents of the teachings of Islam. So if somebody is in the camp of Islam, that time we don't apply فَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيُؤْمِنْ وَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيَكْفُرْ. He who wants to believe should believe, and he who wants to disbelieve should believe. No. This is before somebody becomes a Muslim, or somebody is not a Muslim and he has chosen something. That is it. That's why we say there is no compulsion in religion. La ikraha fi din. قد تبين الرشد من الغي فمن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله فقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها والله واسع عليم. So brothers, Allah is telling us we should hold Islam very, very, very strongly. Islam is the only religion that can exonerate us from all difficulties, provided that we are able to put it as the Prophet has brought it to us. So I wouldn't like to take much of your time, just to put it in a very simple and briefly. You all know what I'm talking about. Just try to give us the tidbits so that we can build upon it by ourselves and see how we can do much better and go extra mile to do the right thing. Because in this Christmas, you have friends, they will be giving you Christmas gifts, and your children also would like you to go to the shops and buy them Christmas gifts. Because he is a small boy, he doesn't know anything what is good. The colorful thing he wants to touch, he wants you to buy for him. So you should not be taken to that environment for him to be enticed, to be attracted with those kind of things. The more you take him to that environment, the more he will tell you, I want this. And you cannot convince him that this is not is not good for you. Because he has been there, he saw it with his eye, and the color is very colorful to him and attracts him. So brothers, the more we take our children to the environment that they will be enticed to something, then we are part of the problem. And exchanging of gifts, the Muslim and Christians doing, and some of the Muslim countries, we see them in their shapes. They look like Muslim with the beard and everything, or the long robes and everything. They celebrate Christmas. They put Christmas tree. When you ask, they say, I'm entertaining my customers. You are not entertaining Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with zikr. You are entertaining your customer. The money Allah has given it to you. You buy Christmas tree around $10 million, decorated with ornaments of pure metals, gold and diamonds. And people around the world will come to you as a Muslim, and you are sitting down with your turban and your beard and your whatever dress you dress. And you are entertaining people on the faith that Allah is angry. Allah said in the Quran, "Kad kafara alladhina qalu inna Allah salisu salasa." Allah has said, those who have said that Allah is three, the Trinity, who are proclaiming Trinity, Allah has said that they are kuffar. And those who said Ezra, Uzair ibn Allah, Allah said they are kuffar. And Allah is telling us in Surah Ahad, He said, Kul huwa Allahu ahad. Said to them, Allah is one. Allahu samad. Allah is independent, self-sufficient. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. He begets, nor has he begotten. Why such things at this particular season? You take it and then meddle up with yourself, with your religion. And at the same time, you are telling Islam is in the heart, not about the outside look. This is a nonsense. Because kalimatu shahada la ilaha illallah, Allah said, ma waqa fil qalb wa saddaqahu al-amal. what has been proclaimed, the twin shahada, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna muhammadar rasulullah, when it strikes in your heart, it radiates, it emanates, it brings out something good, not opposite of what you are saying. Ma waqa'a fil qalb wa saddaqahu al-amal. When you got it in your heart, the activities you are doing also, it what? Is in line with what you have what? Proclaimed. But why should you say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, and at the same time what? You are practicing what? You are saying that you are using the Trinity issue to welcome your guests, or just to your neighbors, your friends. You want to have fun with them. You don't want to lose your friends. So you will sit down with them, and then Christmas and all this kind of thing, you want to celebrate with them, make parties with them. You say no, because we are doing interfaith. What is interfaith? What is interfaith? There is nothing called interfaith in Islam. It's a matter of teaching somebody, this is how my religion is. And it's not about quoting the Quran, it's about your behavior. How you behave is how people will what? Relate to you. If you are doing good and they feel it's good, they will come to, how do you end up this? How do you get this? So it's the religion that gave me the roadmap, and I'm following that. Maybe you see some, we really appreciate what you are doing. So, this is the teachings of the Prophet. Then the person will what? Emulates you. It's not about the quoting of the Quran or the Hadith at that time. But when the person comes to you, at that time you give him what? The catalog of Islam. That is the Hadith. And the Quran. You give them what? From what has been said here and what has been said on this topic, on this catalog. There is about interior design, there is about this, there's about this, all this. So you just tell him, and then the person will enjoy what? The message you are sending to him. The Prophet was called Al-Amin when he didn't even what? There was nothing called like da'wah at that time, because of what? His behavior in relation with the Arab people at that time in Mecca. The contention came when it was what? He proclaimed what? The twin shahada to people and said the religion is one. This is where the whole thing comes to what? Crumple down on the side of the other people who thought they should have been the right people to what? To expose that message. He is somebody, they should not expect him. Because they are leaders. They are what? They are people of voice. So brothers, in order not to take you off the cliff, my point is, we are now getting to the season of Christmas. It doesn't matter, you make food and then you are eating with your friends and all this, that is okay. But don't make the food or this thing and celebrate, say that you are celebrating, you want to entertain your Christians friends because they are Christians. You call them in your house, say you should eat together. No. Even if they invite you of that kind of food, you don't need to go. Going to sit down and eat with them on that particular season, it means an endorsement of that idea. You approve on that idea. So there are certain invitations. When you go there and it is against the basis of the teachings of Islam, don't go there. You have to decline on that. You can say, I'm sorry, today I'm busy. We'll make it next time. Because you cannot say to him that, oh, my religion, this. He cannot understand. It's better you don't go there. But when it becomes necessary to do so, you say, no, it's against my faith. Point blank, is finished. What I practice and what you practice, we are parallel here. We don't meet on this point. It negates my religious feeling. So my religious feeling is what? Is higher, is the most that I admire, and I put him first before any jokes. So I'm not coming today. But say, that's all. So no, because my business friend, my this. No. It's an endorsement of those kind of things. And now they made it very easy for us. Brothers, we are all Muslims who have been educated in our backgrounds to the little that we know. I wouldn't like to take you far, but our children, they are vulnerable. And our ladies Our wives, I mean ladies, I mean our wives, our legitimate wives, they are vulnerable. Their friends who are not Muslim invite them to their houses with their children, they meet, and all these things, at the end of the day, they emulate them. And they are very fast in trying to attract us than we can attract them. Because they have strategized a way of what? Catching Muslims into the what? Into their faith. So we should also strategize our position and seeing that how we can make da'wah and bring people to Islam for the sake of Allah, not for the sake of any name, for the sake of Allah. So may Allah guide us so that we can make da'wah properly. And may Allah guide us so that wherever we will fall into the mud with this kind of things that are going around our lifestyle, may Allah protect us. May Allah protect us so that we will not mess around with all these kind of things that will come to negate the basis of our faith. Because this is what Islam came to fight. That is the reason why the Prophet was what? Was made to come. In every centuries and centuries, if there is interpolation, Islam have been diluted. Allah sent messengers to come what? And rectify it. And Prophet Muhammad والسلام, being the Khatamin Nabiyyin wa Imam al-Mursaleen, he was sent as a seal, as the seal of the prophets, and at the same time what? Making Islam complete. Nothing new should come inside. What has not been religion in the time of the Prophet will not be religion today. What has not been religion in the lifetime of Prophet Muhammad والسلام, will not be a religion, anything that will be introduced today. So any kind of education with respect to worship and presenting yourself in line with the teachings of the Prophet, it should be in line with what the teachings also as he has presented to us. We don't need to alter anything. May Allah guide us and forgive us our sins. May Allah have mercy on the souls of those who have passed away. Some of us are sick. May Allah give them the resources so that they can stand firmly and then fight their medical proceedings, and then also get the necessary treatment so that they can get over with their sickness. And secondly, also we are also in outside our countries trying to bring food to the table and beyond. May Allah give us the strength and protect us. Anything that will come and disrupt us and make us feel uncomfortable, may Allah ease our may Allah ease our burdens, so that make it easier for us, so that we can do better and then add value to our lives here and hereafter. May Allah strengthen our faith. May Allah strengthen our faith and forgive us our sins and forgive us our sins. All our children and then our families, wherever they are, may Allah protect them and give them the necessary protection so that they can live in peace and then do the right thing. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداءك أعداء الدين واجعل أموالهم غنيمة لنا وانصرنا عليهم اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات اللهم باعد بينهم وبين خطاياهم كما بعدت بين المشرق والمغرب اللهم نقهم من خطاياهم كما ينقى الثوب الأبيض من الدنس واغسلهم بالماء والثلج والبرد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.